Hey, it's Nick with TRIJUICE here. I'm in Maple Grove again at the TriStar111 race that just occurred today, and I'm with Ironman World Champion, TriStar Ambassador Chris McCormack. So, hey, first time in the U.S. for a TriStar race. What did you think?
I think it's a great concept. It's interesting for a position like mine to come to a race and start two events in one day. My race today unfortunately didn't go as planned in the 111. I had a bike issue that I knew going in. I got the wrong bike shipped to me, so I was able to do the sprint race. It's always good to come to an event and get a hit out. You know, so many people are excited about having this event here in Maple Grove, so I really wanted to have a race, and I think it was a success. I think people are happy with the race. It was a great turnout. People seemed positive and enjoyed the day.
So you've been to a lot of the TriStar events in Europe. This was in the first U.S. I mean, did you find a lot of excited people about this new format type thing?
I always thought it'd be interesting how the Americans would take the 111 format, because you guys don't use the metric system, and but yeah, I think it's different. They're really trying to establish themselves within Europe, and Europe is obviously a huge cycling community, so they have a very bike heavy orientation here in the multi-sport TriStar event, the 111, with a 160-mile bike ride, only half a mile swim, and what a 6-mile run.
Yep.
The formats in Europe are great. The venues are great. I think they did a good job here. I think people will realise that it's quite a tough race when you do one, and it's a good little format.
So you usually have been here in the past in July for the Lifetime race, and it's like scorching hot and humid. Today was like perfect racing conditions for this race. I think overall it was a great venue type thing. The people I've talked to have had positive things to say about it. So I hope that you as an ambassador can promote this race either internationally or across the U.S. some more. So keep on doing that.
Yes, yeah.
And then off subject. So what's coming up for you on your schedule? I know your ultimate goal is to make it to the Olympics, but what's in the near term for your schedule?
Well, for me, I've got to meet the IOC standards, accumulate enough ITU points to make myself eligible for Olympic selection. So that's left me out of Kona this year, and I've got a very heavy back end of racing, so I've got to do Beijing, and I'm doing Des Moines next weekend. We're going to have a fly from there directly into Beijing for the World Championship Series race to try and accumulate points, and I go to Yokohama, Japan. Then I'm home for a couple of weeks, which would be nice. I've been away a long time, and I got to do a race in Korea, a race in Colombia. I'll go through Kona. For me, it's so much racing because these guys have been accumulating points for 4 years, and I've tried to give myself the task of meeting that Olympic criteria within 8 months. It's going to be tough. We're going to be cutting it right down to the wire. I have until the end of April to do that, and I think if I can meet that criteria, my federation will look warmly upon that, and it'd be nice to put myself on an Olympic team. It's funny being 38 years of age and an Olympic hopeful, but it's something I'm enjoying. It's great racing these young, fast kids. They're amazing. The future of the sport in short course is just far beyond what I ever imagined it being, and just to be a part of that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, to go from your early on history was short course,
yeah,
to all the way up to Ironman, and now going back,
yeah,
sort of.
For me, a guy like me who's racing Mark Allen when he first started, to be racing Alistair Brownlee, 20 years on it's pretty sweet. I don't think there's anyone who's done the full spectrum of great athletes in this sport. So I really draw motivation out of that. And yeah, these young kids are amazing, and I only have absolute admiration for them, and it's just a pleasure to watch what they're doing. And they've been pretty cool to me too. I think chatting away to them, they like that there's an old guy like me still fluffing around, and they hope to keep racing when they're in their late 30s. I said, guys, you got to make it to my age, let alone be racing at 38. But I'm enjoying what I do. This sport's amazing, and it's good.
Well, we wish you best on your quest, and we'll see you next week at the Hy-Vee.
Cheers.
All right.